Okay, we're going to run through how to make the spinners, or how to make a particular designer spinner inside Fusion. This is going to help you get your head around your next little mini project. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up Fusion 360 and we're going to hit New. So this little button here for a new file, and then New Design. The very first thing is always that we're going to do is we're going to save it. So we're going to hit Save, just so this keeps saving the file, so we're never going to lose anything. In the location, we hit the drop down. Make sure you've got a spinners project. I've already got one. If not, hit New Project to make a spinners project file. And then inside here, you can choose what you want to call it. I'm going to call this Spin Shoot. And I'm going to hit Save. And now our file is always going to be saving in the background, which means it will never lose any of our very important data. So I'm going to create a sketch. I'm going to create it on the top. So the top is this diamond here. We know it's this diamond because it matches up with the shape of the top of the cube here. So I'm going to click there. If all goes well, I know I'm drawing on the top because my cube now reads top up here. So the very first thing I'm going to draw is I'm going to draw a circle for our first middle bearing. So I'm going to hit C. I'm going to actually snap it to the middle of the page here. I'm going to make a 22 millimeter hole. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a circle guideline to arrange the outside 3 bearings. So I'm going to hit C again. I'm going to snap to the middle again. And I'm going to make a circle, I think I'm going to go 60 millimeters at this stage. 60. I might change that later, I'm just not quite sure. Now I don't want it to be a shape, I want it to be a guideline. So I'm going to click back onto that circle. I'm going to hit X, and that's going to make it a dotted construction line, which is exactly what I'm after. Okay, I'm going to hit C again. I'm going to go up to the top here. And I'm going to draw another 22 millimeter bearing hole. Like that one there. Okay. Now what I need to do is I need to replicate this circle around this guide circle that I've got here so that I can create the other extra 2 outside bearings. So to do that, I'm going to do what's called a polar array. So if I hit S to bring up my spotlight, I'm going to type in polar. Actually, it's circular array, I think. I'm going to type in array. No, pattern. Sorry, I'm going to type pattern in. And then I'm going to go circular pattern. Now, the objects I'm going to select is the circle. The center point, I'm going to click select next to center point. I'm going to select the middle of this circle here, like this. And as you can see, it's defaulted to 3, and I've placed these 3 circles around here. If I wanted more bearings, I could type 5 in there. And I could actually make a spinner that's got a lot more bearings on it. Or I could go, 2 and just have it opposite. But we're just going to do 3 for now. All right. Perfect. Okay. The next thing I need to do is I need to outline those holes to actually create some thickness for the bearing to go into. So I'm going to create a 3 millimeter outline. Okay, so if I hit O for outline, I can click this curve, and I'm going to go 3 on this one, okay, offset, 3 on this one, offset, 3 on this one, like so. Okay. Now what I need to do is I need to actually create these grooves that go in to help make the pattern for this spinner. There's a couple of different ways I could do that. But what I'm thinking is I might try and use... I'm going to try and use this bottom circle here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hit my C tool to create a circle. I'm going to snap it to the bottom of this circle on this vertical line. I'm going to snap it to the middle. And then I'm going to snap it to that one there. Now you can see that it hasn't quite worked. I've actually got an overlap here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix that up. I'm going to open up my sketch palette on the side here. And I'm going to click on tangent. And I'm going to click on this circle, and then click on that circle there. Like so. Now all I need to do for this one as well is I need to do a pattern to get this circle to go back around the rest of my spinner here. So if I go S again and type in circular pattern, I can select this circle here. I can select my center object, which is this one here, back to 3, and hit OK. Now I've got lots and lots of circles everywhere, so now what I need to do is I need to trim out the parts I don't want. So if I hit T for trim, I can cut out that section there, that section there, that section there, this section here, this section here, oh, this section here, this section here, this section here, this section here, that one there, that one there, and that one there. And I'm actually starting to get the shape of a spinner forming, which is great. So now all I need to do is give it some thickness. So I can hit stop sketch now. I'm going to hit the Q to press pull. I'm going to select this shape here. I'm going to go around onto the side here so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to give that one some thickness, and I'm going to make this shape shape 7 mil, I think I made it last time. Yeah, 7 millimeters. Change that one there to 7 on the distance and hit OK. And there's my actual spinner shape there. To make it look a little bit more professional, I'm actually going to round the edges off. So I'm going to hit the F key, and I'm going to select this top edge and then this bottom edge. And I'm actually going to give those probably a 1.5 millimeter fillet, like that. Perfect. And now I'm starting to get something that looks like a spinner. Now what I can do finally is I can actually put the bearings into it. So to put the bearings into the spinner, you can click insert up here, and I can do insert a Macaster car component. This brings up a catalogue of different components that we can use. So I was going to go up the top here under find, and I'm going to ask for a bearing. Ball or roller bearing. I might do one of these water resistant plastic bearings because we often use these in the middle. And unfortunately, that's only in metric. So let's go back to bearings, and we'll just do a premium ball bearing. Double sealed, and I want this one here, a 22 millimeter. I can click on him, and I can click on product details, and then I can actually insert the file. So if I go down to here, let me just make this window a bit bigger. I can actually get the step file, 3D step. I can actually save that. And that'll bring this bearing in here. And I can just hit OK. It's not exactly where I want it. So what I'm just going to do, it's pretty close to it. I'm just going to do an assembly of this. I'm going to click this outside shape here. And then I'm going to click this outside shape here. And it's going to actually get close to moving it. It's the wrong way around, so I'm going to hit the flip key. And then hit OK. And we've got our bearing in the right spot. And if I want to insert the rest of them, I can go right click, move or copy. I might just pull this one. I'm going to click create copy. I'm going to pull this one out here. Leave it there, and then I'm going to insert that one back into this file. So if I go to assemble, I can click on a joint, click on the outside of that one, the inside of this one. Gonna have to flip it again, hit OK, and then I've got that bearing in as well. And you can keep doing that and fill it up with bearings. The final thing you want to do is you can hit A for the appearance, and we're actually going to give it some color. So your appearance panel will pop up here. Let's make this matte green. I'm going to get that, I'm going to drag it onto the actual spinner part, like so. Now the final thing you want to do to actually make it look like a spinner is you can go to model up here, click on render, and actually have a look at what it's going to look like when it's completed. So try and get something photorealistic. If we go and click up on in-canvas render here, hit play, you can let your computer do the work, and if you leave it for a while, you're going to get something that starts to resemble a spinner if you leave it for long enough. Thank you.